Still figuring out my settings here for OBS. Trying to get all my windows right. Can't figure out how to get... Forget how to get these to stay up without going away when I click on another window. It's weird, they disappear. I've never seen that before. Guess they don't need to stay up, but it'd be convenient. It'd be convenient. Interesting. Can't find. I'm just gonna not have chat up all the time then. So I can have it on my phone. Could do that. So this is the Sunday deep stack. It's the one they do on every Sunday. It's 200K prize pool. This will change as more people come in, but you can see first place. Right now it says 11,000. It won't stay that. It'll be maybe like 15% of the total prize pool. Oh, I have my title wrong. This is not the deep stack. That was earlier today. This is the nightly saver. I need to change that. Whoops. Let's change this. We're gonna say Sunday Wump. Call this the nightly saver. It's 40K. Prize pool. Change that. If I do this more often, I'll save these as presets, but oh, we get a 6-minute break. Perfect. here. Can move this window over here. Alrighty. I can see enough. I can see enough of chat right there in the corner. That's fine. So weird. They do these breaks so early in the game. Like this was how long are the blinds? There's 6 minutes. So we're 10 minutes into the game, and we already have a 6 minute break. It just seems like strange. Why would have a break so early? It doesn't seem necessary. Trying to get a little bit of music going in here. Wow, this is very dramatic. I want like lo-fi. But I need lo-fi that I'm not going to get copyright stricken for. Wonder if I just have it like low enough volume that it's not a problem. Let's see what I got on here. I don't know if you guys can even hear that. That's why it's a test. We're just seeing what works. Yeah, so this will go down to like 15-ish% of the whole prize pool. So it'll be pretty substantial, but not quite that much. The prize pool will more than likely go up a little bit. Sundays are pretty busy, so it'll probably exceed the guarantee. Also, just to be clear, I am a very amateur poker player. Very amateur poker player, so do not take anything that I do as advice. At all. That would be a very bad idea. I mean, I like to think that I know what I'm doing, but I know I got a long ways to go. I'm not going to kid myself. It's very strange how they do this. They move tables. They move you tables all the time. And I know it's for like balancing purposes. It makes sense why they do it, but sometimes it can get really excessive. There's times where I'm not playing a hand for like 10 minutes because they just move me from table to table, and it says waiting for the next hand, and then you'll be waiting, and then something happens with the chip distribution at the table, and then they mix things up again, and so you don't even get to play a hand while you're at that table, and that can happen sometimes like 3-4 tables in a row. It's really strange that they don't have like a limit on how many times it'll move you around. It's kind of weird. Although I know that this is a new website, so they've got a lot of bugs to work out, I'm sure. I mean, that's why I'm using Chrome, because it does work on Safari, but every once in a while I'll have like weird disconnects, or it'll like freeze, or something doesn't pop up quite right on Safari. It's like a 0.001% of the time that I have an issue with it, but it just doesn't seem worth the risk. Especially if you're in a tournament. If you're playing a cash game, it's probably less risky. But if you're playing a tournament, it might be a little bit riskier because you get one shot, right? Played in the deep stack earlier. That's the one that is at like 4 o'clock every Sunday. I got in the money. I did okay. I had one really bad beat that like just put me back super far. I was kind of cruising actually. I was in the top 10 for a while. I was in the top 20 for a while. That's a really big tournament. There's always a couple thousand people who play that one. Because that's a $200,000 guarantee. So first place is going to take home like 30 grand, right? That's like a lot of people. That's life-changing money. So a lot of people play. And it's the same buy-in as this one. It's $110. So, you know, your $110 goes the same distance either way. Or I mean, it costs the same, right? It costs the same, but that one, if you get first place, you're winning way more money. But you got to go through way more opponents, so, you know, a little bit harder to do that. But I ended up making it in the money, which is all right. I won a couple $100, which wasn't, you know, obviously you want to go deeper than that, but all things considered, it's not a bad showing. Could be worse, for sure. Oof. Interesting. So let's see what happens if I poke at it. Everybody's coming along. Wow. I'm completely counterfeited. My hand is worthless. Well, that's great. There's no way we win this pot, but I'm not betting. I feel like someone has to have an ace or a king. Yeah, he's got one. It's kind of unfortunate getting completely counterfeited like that with your pocket pair. I'm keeping an eye on the stream over here, making sure that we don't get put on mute. That happened for I was streaming on Twitch one time. Well, we haven't really been able to make a move, and we're kind of struggling over here. 40 bigs. We're really getting down to it. You can see 95 out of 104 is not great, but we're pretty early on, so everybody's pretty tight. You know, you win any decent sized pot and you jump up pretty quickly, especially once you get past. You can see I'm at 5,900 5,900 chips. Buy-in is, I think, is 8,000 starting stack. So as soon as you get over the starting stack, you jump way, way, way up. Placements don't mean a whole lot this early in the tournament. I don't love that. You don't hate it either, but I don't love it. With the check back and just the call, I'm gonna put him on a heart draw. I don't think he has a 10. I think he would have raised me or shoved. Good takedown. You can see now we're at 50 bigs, jumped up to 68. And where does that put us here? Yeah, right below that 8,000 starting stack. So as soon as you get above 8,000, you jump way up. You can see all these people are all pretty tight here. 7 bigs is too many. Out of position, I'll be first to act. I don't like that. Again, I'll be first to act, but King 10 is a little bit stronger. Really don't love that. That's pretty bad flop for us. It's almost certain somebody has a jack. Yeah, almost certain. We're gonna find out in a second. Yeah, Butter's got it. Oh, neither of them have it. Wow. 7 deuce. Okay, we'll make a note of that. Butter's willing to... That was crazy. I mean... Butter's willing to call that... Call that bet pre-flop with 7 deuce. Was that offsuit too? Or was it suited? It was suited at least, but still. 7 deuce. Wow, too bad I didn't play that hand. And then called like every street. Bet a couple streets, right? Right? Called that. Then what? Called that. Let's fold out of here. Called that, called that. And bet here, right? Checked back. Bet on the river. I mean, you had a pair of 2s, which is like a total bluff catcher, but that's crazy. It's good to know that Butter's willing to do that. Even Deadwood getting all the way there with pocket 8s. And there's a couple overpairs that were right in the calling range of everybody. So that's a good mental note to make about those two. This is kind of what happened in the deep stack earlier today. I was card dead for... I mean, it's not, it's only been a couple hands, but I was card dead for like maybe 45 minutes. I just didn't have anything I could play. It was really brutal. Getting some cash in that one was good though, because it was looking bleak for a while. So we moved both of us to a different table. This kind of happens a lot though. It's very strange how much things get moved around. It seems kind of unnecessary. But they like to do this, where they keep kind of like these small stacks mostly together. You know, all these people have pretty small stacks. You know, 40 bigs I think is what you're buying in for right now. Starting stack if you late register. And you have one larger stack here. 50% VPIP's kind of crazy. Only 12 hands though. This guy hasn't played any hands? Oh, that was the first one. Wow. I'm gonna guess you could have just joined late registration. Pretty comfortable playing with a smaller stack like this. I've gotten pretty good at it. I think I'd almost prefer it over deep stacks. I feel like I don't know my my ranges as well in the deep stack. I'm pretty good with my ranges short stacked. When it's deeper, I need to study more on that. Bingo bongo. We have the memes. It's interesting, this website's pretty big, but you see a lot of the same people over and over again. Yeah, get some more water on the next break. You see a lot of the same people over and over again. Philadelphia Collins, he's pretty good. I feel like I've played with him quite often. Raise that to 3 bigs. Who else we got up towards the top here? Big Fish. Big Fish, I've played with him a couple times. He's pretty good. No one else sticking out to me right now. Okay. That could be a lot worse. He's pretty short stacked, so this will really put him to the test, yeah. Ooh, he's got the 9. Oh, we're beat here. Yeah, unless that card was higher than a 9, we were going to be beat. That's unfortunate. All right. Possibility for redemption. Let's check and see where we're at here. Checks back. Okay, gives us a gut shot. He called 3.5 bigs though. He's probably pretty strong. Let's do 2.5. See where that puts us. Okay. Well, I mean, this is basically effectively bottom pair. I don't think we're going to have 9 jack in a lot of his range. I don't think he's going to have ace jack in his range very often. Took it down. I wonder what he had there. It's a pretty interesting spot for him to call. What did we make it pre-flop? 3.5. The hand history on this thing is not great. No, I'll just get out of here. Oh, would have got a good shot. Yeah, I made it 3.5. To call 3.5 big blinds there. I don't know. Maybe he had like a low pocket pair. Could see that. Yeah, I'm just not sure. I could see low pocket pairs. 2 through 6. Oh, look at that. We would have hit it. If I was on the button, I probably would have called that. But being the big blind, I don't really love that. Jaden Cruz. How's it going, sir? The stream's on a delay. I don't remember what I put it to. I think it's like 200 seconds or something like that. Just kind of just enough so that even if a couple people tank. You know, we're going to check it here. We're going to see what people do. I think ace 5 could be in a lot of people's ranges. Yeah, see, I don't like that. 5 bigs is quite a bit. He'd have me covered, too. I mean, we have to call 5, but I don't love where we're at. Yeah, it kind of makes it worse. Okay, everybody slows down. That's interesting. And then a backdoor flush gets there. We do have ace blocker. We're gonna shove. Oh, gross. Gross. Brutal. We are gonna buy back in. Wow, that was pretty rough. 4-6, eh? What a, way to get in there. 4-6, and then to call the flop bet, too. Definitely did not put him on that hand. I think there's one other decent tournament this time of night. If we get booted here, we'll play some cash games until that one starts. I think that one's pretty late at night though, so. Can't stop chewing ice, I'm addicted to it. King Queen. Suited, I like that. Let's see if we can do something with it. I like the position we're in. We're gonna raise him. And make it 7. Hate that. It'd be nice to get paid on that, but it's not the end of the world. We do got to take advantage of these premium hands here. We'll just call with this one. Oh, we have a gut shot. Gut shot checks around. We'll poke at it. Alright, just us, huh? Alright, so we still have the gut shot. 10 isn't super high. Let's see if we can see a free river. Not gonna get there for free. Not gonna get there for free. It's a half size pot bet. I feel a lot stronger if our ace was the club. Yeah, we'll see it. Don't improve whatsoever. Kind of gonna have to lay this one down. We don't improve at all. That's tough. It's looking somewhat promising on the flop, but couldn't pull it out. We're gonna need a couple double ups if we're gonna get back into some decent space. Although at 15 bigs, you are starting to get to the point where, you know, you gotta, ooh, okay. You gotta nut up or shut up. You gotta really make some strong decisions here. And with pocket sevens, ooh, I don't like that at all. Don't like that at all. I'm gonna lay this down actually. It seems crazy to do that with a pocket pair, but in that position, if I call, I'm pretty much forced to shove. So I could shove now, but I don't think anybody's folding. I mean, Ohm is probably folding, but Flop Plop probably isn't. He's going to be pretty strong when he 3-bets there. Yeah, this is a much better spot. Ace Queen on the button. This is something that I have gotten better at, is those, like, learning when to lay that down. Like with those sevens, right? Especially in a tournament, you kind of want to live another day. You don't want to burn through money, because then if you do get a premium hand, you know, soon after, right, it severely limits how much you can double up for. We're going to shove here. We're going to shove here. 3 behind. We're just going to send it. See if we can get it all in with Ohm. And if not, if we can get, what is that, 3.5 bigs out of this, that's okay. 3.5 bigs out of it. 4.5 bigs out of it. That's fine. You do that a couple times, and you can really pull yourself out of the hole even without even seeing a flop. Here we are going to call. Suited ace. Don't like 9 as the as a kicker, but suited is all right. We are in position against flop. Heads up. Didn't go super well for us last time. I think I'm just shoving here. There wasn't a whole lot of ways that pot could get better for us. Without an 8, without any heart on the flop, you know, our kicker wasn't that great. There wasn't really a ton of ways that we could improve, so I'm all right with shoving there. We might give up a little bit of equity, but it feels like the lower risk play. A lot of people in this tournament are kind of drowning. I mean, we're not doing super great. You can see we're at 87 out of 169, but the fact that we're at 22 bigs and we're in the middle of the pack like that is pretty rough. Like, yeah, we're at barely higher than the starting stack, which means there's going to be quite a few people who've just bought in. Yeah, 8,000 puts you at 100, so buying in puts you at 100. There's a lot of people with less than starting stack. And first place is cruising, and he's at quite a few, what is that, 4.5 starting stacks. It's pretty good for a level 8. It's so important when you are doing well, or even when you're not, but just to remember that your position changes so quickly. You can see all these people who are at the top. A lot of these guys were not at the top a couple minutes ago. And the guys who were at the top are, you know, no longer right up there. Right? They're still in the top 20, most of them, but You can't let that, confidence go to your head when you're at the top. You also can't get too discouraged when you're at the bottom either. I can't tell if anybody is watching, but if somebody is, if you can leave a thumbs up or something in the chat, if the music volume is at a good level, can you hear it at least? And if you can hear it, how loud is it? I want it to be pretty quiet because I don't want to get copyright struck. And obviously I don't want it to be too loud, but it also needs to fill the silence. It's funny when I ask, if I ask somebody to do something in the chat, because it's a 200-second stream delay, it means I'm not going to see it for a long time. Yeah, we're not calling that. Have fun with that, though. Ace 3, huh? Wow. That's a... Wow. When the guy in front of you has you covered. That's a... Ace 3 offsuit is a crazy thing to shove with. People make some kind of wild decisions when their stack is really small. And that's kind of where I've really excelled in these tournaments, is I've won a couple of them. I've made it to the final table twice. In both tournaments, actually, I've won. Which seems... I mean, I guess it's not that unlikely, but seems pretty unlikely. Especially because I never make it into the final table with the... I haven't made it into the final table with a very big starting stack. But I think that's like what I'm saying is people get small stacks and then it's like they don't really understand what their bet ranges or shove ranges should be when their stack is that small or depending on their position. People just aren't very good at that. So you can really exploit your opponents when they're in that position. Someone only has 5 to 10 bigs behind. If they're shoving, they're usually shoving pretty dang light. And you got to be a little bit careful with that, but we might see an example of that here. Nope, Ike lays it down. Middle pair, decent kicker. If anybody's going to have an ace, it's going to be ironic. See, he's really thinking about it. I kind of have to call this. I don't like it when there's no diamond on the flop. I guess we improve to a gut shot. Jack Queen does get there, but we do have removal for Queen. Really? Playing for it all, eh? And we just can't call this. That's unfortunate. Puts us in a tough spot. Can't make the call. We just don't have enough outs. It's entirely possible we were drawing dead too. We'd have needed a miracle, but even with a jack though, it still could have come. Yeah, it could have had a spade draw. So, really, maybe we get 3 outs on that. Not ideal. Down to 11 bigs is pretty rough. If we don't get some serious double ups like 2 or 3, we're not going to make it into the money. Ace 2 off is something that I would play if I was in position, but being way out of position like this, you just can't when you have that few bigs unless you're willing to shove it. When people have small stacks like this, just the odds of people going all in front of you is super high, and then you're just kind of screwed. Yep, see, just like that. Like, I wouldn't have wanted a call at 10 big blinds. I wouldn't want to shove on ace 2. We would have been destroyed. So that's again, you really got to be cognizant of your position when there's so many players to act in front of you. Oh, ace 6. If this was ace 5, I'd feel a lot better. I'm going to say we're going to limp, and then if someone shoves, we'll call. There it is, man. There it is. We're going for it. This will be a triple up if we can get there. Ooh, we need a 6. That's our only out. Eesh. Kings takes it. All right, we're gonna play some cash games, and we'll take a look at what other tournaments are here. Yeah, we got there's a PKO, right? Yeah, this 11. I really like the PKOs. This one here, we could play that too. 43 minutes. That's in a reasonable time. Another 2 hours is kind of too far away, but we'll play the Matt and Kevs. I've won this one before. This one's pretty fun. There's not that many people in this one, which makes it a little bit more lucrative too. It's a little bit easier to win, and the PKOs are fun. We'll play some cash game in the meantime. We'll go micro stakes. These micro stakes are like just really my bread and butter. I mean, I joined the site because I wanted to get better at tournaments, and I definitely have. But cash game is definitely where I'm strongest, and these micro stakes too, because there's so many fish, man. There's so many people who are super new to this game, so it's pretty easy to exploit people. They just make some terrible plays. That's a pretty good flop for us. Okay, some straights get there. Still have the front door flush. I don't want to check it back though if they have a draw. Ooh, paired the board. Wow, that's a dangerous board. I mean, none of the straights get there, but boy. I'm gonna check it back, see what they do. Yep, kind of on a straight draw. They had a pair of sevens, but then they had the nine, so they were kind of on a draw there. And I know that that's a play where I'm losing equity for sure, by checking back on that river. There's just so many of these people who, when you bet small on the river, they're super polarized. They either fold or they shove, and I just hate being in that position. Needing to make a hero call like that. I'm not good at those. I am definitely well aware that that's a gap in my skill set. Does this guy know that he's using the wrong your his username? That's really funny. Like, this is pretty much how my cash games go. It's just a slow grind on up. So that's pretty much what I've been using to fund my tournament play. Is just... Whoa. Okay, we're not calling that. Oh, yeah, look at the queens. We were crushed. Oh, and that guy hit a flush. Wow, that guy got really lucky. Really lucky. He was kind of dominated. Yeah. He was absolutely dominated. Flush was backdoor too. That's kind of brutal. I'd quit too. I'd quit too. That's pretty tough. Alright. But see, like, laying down those jacks, that's not something that I would... Gosh, what a terrible flop. That's not something that I would have done, a year ago. I wouldn't have been able to let that go. Yeah, we're going to lay that down. Even if we hit a 4 on the turn or the river, there's a 50% chance it's a spade, and it really actually hurts us more than helps us, so we don't really love seeing that. Okay, okay. Some suited broadways. We're not in the best position, but honestly, when there's this few people, it's not as big of a deal. I don't know if a dollar is too strong. Well, maybe it's not. Wow, he's snapping these back. What do you have? Freaking aces? Kings? You have removal for kings, but geez. Just snapping these, dude. Not a thought in the world. What do you have? Trips? Sevens? Just 1 7. Wow. I mean, props to you. You had me in a blender with those snap calls. I was lost. No idea what you had. No idea what you had. Chill poker guy. I play with this guy a lot. He's on here all the time. 3,000 hands isn't that much, but maybe we just see each other in tournaments a lot. Gotta have more than that, right? Yeah, 13,000. Catfish. I like that. Oh, okay. Yeah. If I was strong before, I'm probably still strong. Again with the snapping. And with a straight draw too. Straight draw is kind of crazy on that. I mean, with three to the flush out there, snapping with a straight draw is kind of nuts. Especially diamonds. It's the same thing. If the card that you want to get there gets there, there's a 50% chance it's a club. And you might be toast anyway. Yeah, I mean, we have a straddle on. It's basically 4 bigs. I don't like the position, but... Oh, wow. And a 3-bet from Bizzo at $5. And a call! And a shove! That's going to be a crazy pot. This pot's insane. 10-2, 9-5. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. I don't have the balls to call that. I would have taken it down. But I just don't have the balls to call that. But that is wild. Like how wide the ranges are here. 9-5 suited is insane. 10-2 suited is insane. Calling that 10 jack suited, also insane. All of those were crazy. Every single one of those was ill-advised. Wow. If I have any decent, not even decent, just like any kind of viewership at all, if I do these regularly, I think I'm going to turn the stream delay down a little bit. 200 seconds seems a little bit long. I don't think it needs to be quite that long. I think we can get away with like 100 seconds. I think technically the longest, well, I do it in tournaments because for tournaments, the longest one person can tank for is 40 seconds. So if somebody
if somebody tanks and the next person tanks, you're already at 80. And obviously, if people are tanking for like all 3 streets, then even 200 seconds technically isn't enough. I don't think I have a huge concern of being stream sniped, but let's say I was in a tournament and we were deep in it, I'd probably increase the delay. But for cash games, at least, we can turn that down. What time was that? Was that nightly meetup? Was that 9:30? I think that was set for 9:30. Have another half hour. If we can get a double up, we bought him for $40. If we can double up, basically make that buy-in free, that'd be great. Yeah, that's a little rich for my blood. Out of position in the small blind, offsuit. If this was suited, I'd call that. Ooh, I like that. I don't want to scare too many people away. I do want some callers. I'll make it $1. We're going to be first to act, so I don't love that. 10. An overpair is pretty good here. I don't think anybody calls that with $1 with a 2 in their hand. So we're gonna push it. Probably should have made this a little bit smaller to see what calls we can get. I don't know who calls $4, a 7, a straight draw. Maybe somebody who's like on a hope and a wish with a straight draw. Flush draw. It's a good hand though. Ended up stacking him, so we did make some money from it. Ace 3 off in the button. Yeah. Four bigs. I don't count that as a big blind. I count the straddle as a big blind. 4 bigs. Yeah. I don't think there's a high chance of someone else raising. Okay. We don't have much. I mean, we have top pair, but we don't have much on top of that. It's a pretty strong bet, but not crazy so. Oh, Jesus Christ. A lot of straight draws get there. A lot of flush draws get there. I feel like checking back, we're being trapped with the flush. Well, if he only has 1 heart, we also don't want to let him get there on the river for free. Put a little bit of pressure on him here. If he shoves, we'll just fold. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like a min raise. Like I said earlier, it kind of feels like we're being trapped with a flush. I mean, it could even just be an ace with a higher kicker. We gotta lay that down. Up 25% so far in this cash game. It's not bad. I do feel like we saved a little bit of money not calling on that. On this hand here, it's pretty dangerous. Nine queen off. Didn't we just have this hand? Yeah, I don't really like playing those non-suited. And then even if we limp, like I don't like limping, but even if we did limp, it's just like throwing away 40 cents for no reason. You can see when there's so much action in front of you, the odds of you seeing a flop limped are unlikely, and then you don't really want to, you don't love calling a raise here, especially when there's 3-bet. So I'd rather just not play that. I do like that $11 PKO tournament too. I play that somewhat often, but that one's pretty late at night. Starts at like what, 10:30 or something like that, and something like that, 10:45. And if you go deep in that tournament, you're awake until 1 o'clock in the morning. Which means you have to be playing good poker until 1 o'clock in the morning, which is tough to do. That's something that's so impressive about the World Series of Poker main event. It's like those guys are playing they're playing good poker for 12, 13 hours a day, 14 hours a day sometimes, into 3 o'clock in the morning, just to get up and do that again at noon the next day. And then you got to do that 9 days in a row or however long it is. It's kind of insane. And $2 is too much. We'll play it, but I don't like it. Oh, I mean, it's about as good as it could have gotten. Really, you can't hear the music. That's crazy. I've got it played like it. To me, in this room, it sounds like it's as loud as my voice. Wow. What could you... What do you have, man? Like ace 4 suited? That's like ace 5 suited with clubs? It's like all I could think of that justifies that size bet. Dang. Back door gets there. We're just laying this down, right? He's shown a ton of strength. I don't think he's gonna fold his hand. That was played horribly. And I shouldn't have gotten involved at all. I'm gonna turn up the volume for myself here. Turn up the volume of the music just a little bit. Alright, I don't hate ace 4 suited and whatever this position is called. I'm so bad at that. The under the gun, high jack, low jack, under the gun, plus 1, 2, 3. I'm so bad at remembering what those is, right? Or what those are, right? It's like button, small blind, big blind, under the gun, plus 1, 2, 3, high jack. I don't remember what their names are. Anyway, regardless of what the name is, I don't dislike this hand in this position because I'll be playing last. That's a wet board. Yeah, I'm fine checking that. Okay, so our hearts are meaningless. There's no way we can get to a straight. Yeah, I'm good just folding here. Good laying that down. I think an ace would be our only out there. We're gonna limp. Ooh, 2 pair. Top and bottom. We got a little Sammy. We're gonna do $1. We're gonna do $1. I wanna see some calls. Only one customer, and immediately straights get there, flushes get there. Immediately. We're gonna ramp it up. He's shoving. Or, oh, wow. I don't know why he wouldn't shove here. Dude, just $1. I really want him to call. Oh, he did have it. It was just the bottom flush. Wow. Calling 3-5 suited. Calling 3-5 suited is pretty bold pre-flop. At 2.5 bigs. Props to him for making that call. Kind of unfortunate for us, though. We had 2 pair on the flop. We just couldn't hold on. All right, now we're down $10, so we gotta turn this around a little bit. Turn it around. Ace 10, offsuit in the small blind. Don't love it in the small blind, but you can't lay down ace 10. So, a lot of limpers. Limp. No, not him. He's in the straddle, but limp. Try limpers. We're going to try to get some people to put these away. Let's go up to $2. Okay, one customer. One customer. Got a fold. Another fold. All right. Oh, we have a gut shot. We have a gut shot and an over. No draws for the flushes. We're going to check it around, see what people say. As the callers, this is much better for their range. They're much more likely to have jacks. I'm more likely to have aces. We'll call a continuation bet. This is going to be an expensive pot pretty quick. Still have that same thing. We just need a 9. Nobody really improves on that except for 5-9. 9-10 already made the straight. 5-4 too, but are those people calling? Here's the problem, man. When people at these stakes just have it when they bet. Like, they just really do. Or they have nothing. I don't think that's the case. We're laying it down, man. I don't love it. Oh, ace, jeez. He's shoving. Not a shove. Oh, I mean, it's effectively a shove. 2 pair. Okay. 2 pair. He had a draw. We would have lost a 2 pair. So that's a good laydown. So he did kind of have like a semi-bluff, but Fa had it. In those, you can make the argument that I should stay in that, and you know, I had Fa pretty covered, so you can make the argument that, you know, even if we're losing to Fa, I should still be trying to beat Tiger because I can get value out of him from a side pot. We're gonna top up a little bit. Get back up to 40 big, 200 bigs, $40. By adding on, we can try to get some of this value back from Fa. I'm alright calling that. There's a lot of people behind for somebody to 3-bet, but I'm okay calling this. Hope to see a set. I feel like we haven't gotten a set from our pocket pairs in a long time. Love to see one here. Love to see one here with all these callers. Holy shit. It actually makes it slightly more likely that we will see it when there's this many. I'm not calling that. Yeah, we're not calling that. Ooh, we're gonna see what he has. We're gonna know what their ranges are. Ace, King, King 10, Queens. Wow. Good for you, Tiger. Good for you. Yeah, that was a crazy flop, too. Everybody connected with that. That was really messy. Ace, King, Queens, King 10. Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot going on there. King 9, 7. Wow, yeah. It's a pretty connected board. This is actually the hardest part of poker for me, is staying focused when we're really bored. It's like actually the hardest part is like not being on my phone and doing something else while I'm playing poker. I do that all the time. And especially when I play like the super micro stakes, this is a 10, 20, 40. But if I just play the 10, 20 with no ante, this is a 10-cent ante. When there's no ante, I do that all the time. Just cooking or cleaning or doing anything else. Because you can kind of just sit there and fold out. You can just not participate until you get a really, really premium hand. And then you can, go for it. And there's no penalty for doing that. Here, obviously, you're paying 10 cents a hand, even if you don't play. So there is some penalty for not playing. But when you're at that lower stake with no ante, there's no penalty for just hanging out. Haven't had any really big hands in a while. It would be nice to get one here soon. We have had a couple premium hands pre-flop, but nothing that's connected. Matter of fact, Ace-7 we had got kind of cooler with the flush. That was tough. Oh! Look at that! Just as we're talking about it, we get Delta Premium. Alright, how are we going to make the most from this? So many limpers. I say we go up to $2. We've done it before. We had quite a few callers then. People weren't afraid. I don't want to just outright shove. I feel like everybody would fold. You're kind of playing your hand face up when you do that. But $2? Okay, 2 customers. Call it, Tiger. You're wealthy. You're wealthy. Okay, here we go. Ooh, King, Queen, 9. Honestly, this is so connected. I think we kind of just shove. Like, we didn't get paid great from that. We made a little bit of money, but not much. But that was such a dangerous flop. So many flushes can get there. So many straights can get there. I really just don't like playing into that. Especially with that many opponents. If it was heads up, I probably wouldn't have shoved. But with 3 opponents, the odds of somebody getting there on the turn and river are so high that I'm just going to shove on that every time and take the dub. Losing a little bit of EV on that play, but with that many opponents, out of position too. I was in the small blind, out of position. That's really tough. Even if an ace comes, it connects a lot of draws. Six, 9. We'll play this in this position. Suited. Don't hate that. Ooh. 4 bigs. We'll take it. Rainbow Jack 10 Queen. We got an open ender, and that's pretty much it. So an 8 or a king is kind of all we have here. $2, I don't love that, but I don't hate that. I do hate that, and we're going to let that go. Any king gets there. Any Broadway card beats us. There's no way for us to improve. because then if the king comes, then we're just splitting. So that was pretty much as bad as that could have been, and that took away all of our profits from the pocket aces, which is unfortunate. But that's the way love goes. That's the way love goes. Oh, it's 9:29. I think this other tournament is ready. We're gonna play this hand, and then we'll kick it. Give us a set. Let's finish it off good. Give us a set. Let's see right here. 5. Oh, man. These are just such bad flops for us. It is in our range, so we're gonna poke at it a little bit with a $140. See if anyone sticks around. We got one guy who's sticking around, and one guy shoving. And we're gonna give it up. We're gonna give it up. There was a small chance we could have gotten through that many opponents. Not huge, but it was worth poking at. I wanted to stick around to see if he... let's just see what we get here, and then we'll bounce. Not good enough. All right. We'll fold. Come out to the lobby. Here it is. It is at 9:30. PKO. Okay, this is a big tournament. This is a big tournament. The payouts are really good. Every person you... So it's a progressive knockout. So right now, when nobody's knocked anybody out, you're going to get $12.50 every person you bust. And then... If you knock somebody out, then you get half of their bounty put on your head. So starts to really climb. Like you'll see it gets split. So you can see here the prize pool right now is 14,000 with the bounties at 700, but this prize pool will start to go into the bounties as people start to get knocked out. So right now it says first place gets $6,000. That's going to go down significantly. But by the end of it, it'll probably be about 3 between the prize pool and the bounty that you get if you were to get first place. That's a pretty significant tournament here. And we usually don't get that many participants in this one. It's somewhat expensive for the tournaments on this website. It's pretty late at night, 9:30 Pacific, but that means it's 12:30 Eastern. So there's not that many players in here usually. It just gives you a pretty good chance of taking it down. I've won this tournament once before. I think there was like 260-ish players in that one. See, can we change the title of this? ClubWPT. We're gonna call this Sunday. Whoops. 12 bigs? Yeah, no, I'm good, man. Sunday progressive knockout. I'm gonna call this Sunday progressive knockout stream. What's the guarantee? 15,000? 15,000. Change the description of this. Money sign 15. Save. Alright, change the name of the stream. Now we're not a liar. What a flop. That's insane. That's crazy. It's hilarious that they only bet 2 big blinds after that. Like, you guys are betting higher pre-flop. What are you afraid of now? You're afraid of the other guy having an ace? If the odds of that are just so low. You guys bet, pre-flop, so... Wow, and he lays it down. I guess there was some chance he had a 2 or a 7, but not super likely. Not super likely he had an ace either. It's kind of just playing who has the higher kicker, I mean, it's also possible somebody had a pocket pair, but I doubt that too. Because one other interesting thing about PKOs is because there's just such a much higher incentive to knock people out. In a regular tournament, there is an incentive to knock people out, but it's not that high. Somebody else can knock somebody else out, and it's all the same to you. So really, until you're very late in the tournament, there's not a huge incentive to knock people out. When there's a couple hundred people in the tournament, if one guy lives or dies on this hand, it doesn't mean anything. Versus in a PKO, right? You're putting that money directly into your account. So, it goes directly into your winnings. So there's a really high incentive to knock people out, and that means you see way more shoves. Way more people going all in. This guy playing like he has ace 4. So you have to just be cognizant of that. Of like, people will go all in a little bit lighter than normal because there's just a much higher incentive to knock you out. So people are just willing to get it all in a little bit lighter than they would have otherwise. There's also some interesting dynamics when somebody has a really short stack at the table. I think that's where I've made my most money in PKOs, is playing those spots right. When somebody has a small stack at the table, and you can kind of push them into a corner and force them to go all in, even with a hand that's kind of garbage. So in these tournaments, it's even more important to have as much money in your stack as possible. So I play much tighter in these tournaments at this stage than I do in other tournaments. I'm much more disciplined at this stage of the game. And then I'll start to play a little bit looser as people have smaller stacks and they're more willing to go all in, and you can kind of take advantage of that and make some money from knocking people out. I'm gonna go on YouTube, see if anybody else is streaming this tournament. You'd be surprised. People put delays on so you can't stream snipe them, but you can see like what they played a couple rounds ago, and it kind of gives you some idea of what their range is. Let's see, Club WPT Gold Tournament. I was gonna say Club WPT Gold and filter. Just show me lives. People who are live right now. Just me. Just me. It's kind of surprising. It is a Sunday night though, so people got work and stuff in the morning. I do too. Do 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 do. Normal duration 6 minutes. Between the blind increases. See if I know anybody here. Is that Philadelphia Collins again? Philadelphia Collins. Talked about him last tournament. Play with him a lot. It's the only one I recognize right now, but you may see, other people come in later. Yeah, we're just kind of giving up on this hand. Just checking it around and we'll fold. There's no way we can get anything, and I'm not gonna bluff that. Especially when everybody limps pre-flop. People's limp ranges are all over the place. It's impossible to have any idea of what somebody else has. Okay. Three bigs. We're gonna be first to act. Let's see a set for the one time. I'm not using my one time. Not using that one time. I'm just saying it. Don't really mean it. This is kind of a good flop for us. 3 is pretty. It's pretty weak poke. After it was 3 bigs before the flop. 2 other customers. We're gonna rep like we have a 9 here. Okay, 1 customer. Oh my god. It happened again. This happened to us earlier today. Earlier on this stream. Our pocket pair gets completely counterfeited by the board, and we're going to lose because he has a higher kicker. There it is. That's really unfortunate because we kind of had him crushed. He had a diamond draw, and that was about it. Really unfortunate. I mean, I guess I could have played that better by betting higher on the previous streets to get him off that draw, but I don't know if he was getting off of that. It's pretty solid on the button with an ace. He's most likely to have one here. He's also most likely to have a queen. The fact that he's checking around kind of tells me he doesn't have an ace. We're gonna go 4 bigs. Yeah, nobody had anything. I mean, it's nice to be able to take that down, but we'd really want to get paid more on that. I was hoping somebody would have a queen that they would call with, but I think for 4 big blinds, if you had a queen, you would call. So nobody must have had anything, which is really surprising. It was 3 big blinds before the flop. Queen and an ace are on the board. So you'd think if you had an ace, you'd call. If you had a queen, you'd call. Any combination of broadways, you'd probably call. 10 king, 10 jack, king jack. All those combinations would probably call because you have strong draws. So I wonder what these guys had. That kind of tells me that 3 bigs pre-flop, they're definitely willing to get in with some probably lower suited connectors. They probably had, 6, 7, 7, 8 clubs, stuff like that. Also entirely possible that they had low pocket pairs. But usually low pocket pairs don't like to fold that easily. Usually they're a little bit stickier. So I don't know if they would have pocket pairs in that situation either. Sure. Well, not a great flop for us. Pretty much as bad as it could possibly be. So we're just going to lay it down. We'll call 2. Hope nobody else raises. Okay, yeah, I guess we'll call 1 more big. I don't know. Raising there seems ridiculous. This is a great flop for us. People with queens and kings like to stay in. We have a pair of 6s like a backup. We have a flush draw. I mean, we're pretty strong here. I'm gonna go half the pot. and we just straight up take it down. I mean, I guess I guess that's fine. I don't know what these guys must be calling incredibly light pre-flop. Because king, queen are out there. And you're telling me nobody? Like, look at how many people are in this hand. Okay, well, this is garbage. This is useless. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4 other people besides myself are in this pot pre-flop for 3 bigs, and none of them have a king, none of them have a queen. Like, these guys must be calling super light. They got a crazy wide range. I'll gladly take it down though. It would have been nice to make a little bit more money on it, but it's not the end of the world. We're in a decent spot. 29 out of 79 is not great, but it's not terrible. And as like I was saying before, as long as you like maintain a decent size stack. See, the starting stack was 12,000. As long as you can stay, I'm a little bit above that, which is not great. But as long as you can stay above starting stack, you'll have some decent opportunities to kick some people out, to stack them up. See, only 2 people have been stacked. Oh, 3. Wasn't really paying attention. Two bigs, 4 bigs, flop comes with an ace. 10 bigs, calls. And we just see a shove. Who got stacked? Didn't it say KO? It said KO. Who got stacked? Okay. That was weird. Maybe I can look at my stream in a minute to see what happened there. Because that was really strange. I should have been paying more attention. I've been using my phone for the camera this whole time, and I don't think that's necessary. I'm probably just making it overheat, so I'm going to switch over. There we go. Yeah, he's kind of warm. And we're gonna have to switch over. We can switch over the microphone too. It's probably smart.
Check, check.
All right, man. Well, I guess I'm just gonna continue. To use my phone, which sucks because I don't want to. But I don't really have another choice. That sounded awful, and I'm sorry about that. Sounded absolutely terrible. And we're back. We're back. There's a couple people who have slightly smaller stacks than us at the table. These two guys over here, we're on their right. We don't really love that. Ideally, we'd want to be on their left. But we can make it work. And we move tables. And everybody here is pretty much even. Big fish! Big fish. I played with you earlier today. Philadelphia Collins is really good. This guy's a great poker player. He's always towards the top. Like, just consistently plays well. I was really impressed. Move tables again. See, that's what I'm saying. Is just like just moving tables over and over and over again. It's really weird. Although I'd prefer to be at this table. There's some much smaller stacks. You got 35 bigs here, 47 bigs here, 48 bigs here, 56 bigs here. I'm hoping he takes this down and he gets down to like 25 bigs. Wow, he had complete air. Oh, come on. Let us play. Boo! Boo! Tomato, 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 tomato. Boo! Okay, here we go. Didn't want to play that hand anyway. King 10, I like this. Out of position, don't love being out of position, but we'll take it. King 10 off. Gotta play it, gotta play it. He's not involved, so that's a little bit less lucrative. It's always nice when the small stacks are in there. So there's always a chance you can stack them and make some money from that. Yeah, this is screaming pocket pair. We're gonna fold. This is screaming pocket pair. Yeah, everybody else thinks it too. 9, 10. I'll put 2 bigs on this. Wish it was suited. Not the end of the world, but it's not. Oh! Killing me small. 6 bigs. We're gonna call this. I don't like that he has a bigger stack than me. He's really incentivized to try to make me go all in. This is much better for our range, though. We're gonna go 5 bigs. He's probably gonna have a couple overs. Could have an ace. This could give him some hope with an ace, too. We're gonna check it. Good chance he checks back. Unless I'm a freaking idiot. And then there's no way he checks back. Yeah, no, we're laying this down. Yeah, that's part of the problem being heads up with somebody with a much bigger stack than you like that, is they just have such a... And we're moving tables. Well, I'd much rather be at this table where everybody has the same size stack than that last one. But that is a problem with, you know, him having... We're being heads up, him having such a much bigger stack than I do. He's just really going to put me to the test over and over again in that situation. Okay, 48 big blind is what these new guys are coming in with. We're less than that, so we're less than starting stack. That's not great. We're going to want to get this up so that we can have these guys covered when they buy in. Beep 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 beep. Heads up. Heads up, not a great flop for us, but we're gonna poke it. And we're gonna fold. We just lit 2 bigs on fire for no reason. Alright, suited ace. Suited ace. Come on, baby. Let's see a flush. Let's see a flush. Been a minute since we've had a good hand, and I feel like we've been running cold for like an hour and a half. It's been tough. There's just no excitement for the stream out here. My loyal fans have been getting nothing, and they're thirsty. They thirst. They thirst for a win. I'm the smallest stack at the table, so everybody's incentivized to get it in with me here. We're in a dangerous place. But, I mean, that could play to our advantage too, right? If we can get a premium hand, if we can really nail a flop, like people are going to want to put us to the test, and it's going to pay off for us. And it's heads up again with this guy. And again, it's a terrible flop for us. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, man, I can't. I just can't. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Get these hands we think we can play, and it ends up biting us in the butt. InfoWars is pretty good too. I remember playing with him a couple times. Yeah, we're way down here now. We're over here on the struggle bus. Well, I guess we do technically have, we're larger than starting stack, but... Wait, really? No, starting stack was 12, not 8. So no, we're not higher than the starting stack. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, we have 8,000. So we're about half of starting stack. Not half. Starting stack is 50% more than us. It's a better way of putting it. Guys really slow played pocket kings. Ah, we're at another table. Ooh, but we're not the smallest stack at this table. Monkey Buddha, which we remember from before, is to our left, which is great. Not great. We want him on our right, but he's next to us, which I like. Skip it bop beep, skip it bop. Skip beep 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 beep. Skip beep boop 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 boop. Skip beep 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 boop. Boop 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 boop. Skip beep beep bop bop beep 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 bop bop. Skip beep 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 beep. Skip bop 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 bop. Ace-6 off again. This is the worst ace that you can have. But we're gonna limp because I want to see what he does. Like I pretty much, I just want to get as involved with him as much as frick. Yeah, I'm not shoving. Don't God. What a waste, bro. What a waste. This guy just stacked both of you. You, Jiggities, I understand why you called. Buddha? What are you thinking, my guy? You're gonna put it all on the line when you got 6-9? You're gonna put it all out there with a 6-9? You paid $55 to be in this thing, and you're gonna put it out there with 6-9? That's gonna be how you go out? Let's see, did he rebuy? He'd be over here right at 12,000 if he did. Nope. Nope, he's just out of here. Dog. What are you doing? What are you doing? That is not the spot. That is not the spot. But that's what I mean. When you can make these guys who have short stacks, when you can put them into a corner like that, they're going to feel obligated to call with just like, basically no matter what they have. It like doesn't matter what they have. They're going to want to call. Gosh, let's hit a flop one time. One time. Come on, baby. Dog. 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 This is so insane. We're running so bad. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Everybody's just like, money. We're putting it in. Money. I mean, everybody was like slightly connected to that board, but not enough to shove. What? I'm over here criticizing people's gameplay when I'm at 111th out of 119th. Who am I? Who am I to say? Who am I to say? You know? I don't know what I'm doing. Clearly. Well, once again, we're the smallest stack of the table. Oh, nope, he's the smallest stack, and he is on our right. Doesn't matter, though, if we can't connect with anything out here. Just need something. Give me a crumb. Give me a crumb. I just want that much. I just want that much. This, you see that? That much. Is it too much to ask? Is that too much to ask? That much. Just that. That's all I want. That's all I want in this life. Oh, this guy just flops a boat on you. That's unfortunate. I don't get it in with small pocket pairs like this. It never works out. It never works out. Ever. On paper, it should work out like 50% of the time. But it seems like it never does. It's just so way in my experience, it's been way less than 50% of the time. In theory, if someone has, not a pair, and you have a pocket pair, you should be winning 50% of the time. It should be a flip. But even then, putting your life on the line with a flip doesn't make any sense to me. I'm going to need at least 60% equity in order to do that. Don't shove, dump truck. Don't shove, Dan. Don't do it. Because I'm not doing it. Don't do it. Thank you. I want to be the one who knocks you out. I don't want somebody else to knock you out. I want it to be me. Hey, Tommy Gun, I think you spelled that wrong, bud. It's a funny name. This is like the 2 worst sessions I've ever had, and I've chosen to stream them. What an incredible decision I have made. I have not had ADHD meds in a while. I'm sure you can't tell. Alright, baby. Somebody's gonna shove. I can just feel it in my bones. So this might be where we get it in. There it is. There it is. Not a shove, but might as well be. I'm folding. I mean, I feel like we're just dominated. He's gonna shove. He's gonna go all in. You're gonna have to call. 3 bigs into $20 or into 20 bigs. What are you doing? And you folded. Oh, you probably would have been best. I probably would have been best. That's crazy. That's crazy. Why would you call that pre-flop? With what? Again, I'm over here telling everybody else that they're dookie, and I'm in last place over here. I just don't understand the plays that they're making. Alright, we're gonna do this again next week. And it will go better, I promise. Because it pretty much couldn't be going any worse than it is today. Ay. I want everybody to fold and then I'll call. Don't shove. Okay, here we go. The 3 smallest stacks. Look at us. Okay, I have a gut shot, but no flush draw. I can't. You'd have like 4 outs. Wow. This guy hit a boat. Dump truck, I don't hate that move, but I don't love it either. Alright. Can we win a pot? Can we win a pot? If there's no ace on this board, we have to fold. Because somebody's shoving. God! Somebody's gonna put more than 7 bigs in. There it is. Are you going all in? No, he's folding. Oh, boy. Now we're really in last place, right? We gotta be. 119 and a 119. 123 and a 123. Last place, baby. Last place. What is happening? What is getting toasted? Just toasted. So yeah, I wanted to stream the earlier tournament today, which did go pretty well, but I couldn't figure out the streaming software in time. Would have been a good one to stream though, because we did pretty good there. All right, bud. Give me something good. That's terrible. Tell me something good. Tell me that you're real. Tell me something good. Oh, we're not in last anymore. 117 and a 119. Not in last. Could be worse, not in last. Third to last out of 120, but not last. Not last. We're getting destroyed over here, dude. We're getting destroyed over here. What a terrible, terrible couple tournaments to stream. We haven't won like any significant hand at all this entire tournament. In how many minutes? In 58 minutes. In 58 minutes, we have not managed to win one hand. Amazing. All right. Be good. Johnny, be good. Ah, dude! Give me something! Even if it is good, it's gonna take like 5 double ups in order for us to have a glimmer of a speck of a whimper of hope to do anything. So this is not good. It like pretends to be good, but it's not good. If everybody folds, yeah. I actually don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. I can't get myself to do it. I can't get myself to shove with Queen 6. Yeah, it wasn't great. You have had a couple draws. You need to hit runner straight, runner flush. Probably wouldn't have gotten there. Definitely wouldn't have gotten there. That was a good call, folding. It's a good call. Good call. Oh. I was really tempted to call because I just want it to all be over. I just want to shoot myself in the face. But I couldn't get myself to do it. Couldn't get myself to do it. B card did. That's me. Okay, this is the one. This is the one. That was a good choice not doing it last time. This is the one. We're all in, boys. Somebody's calling. Because even if you have garbage, you're going to make $12 if you beat me. And I'm not going to kick you out. If... There it is, yeah. H-Jack 9-3. No 903. No 903. We live another day, boys. We live another day. We live another day. Do we want to be alive, even? Debatable. Debatable on if we even want to live. But, unfortunately, we are alive. Sometimes you can't always get what you want. Mick Jagger had a great song about that. You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. Those are the only lyrics I remember. But sometimes you get what you need, right? That's how it goes, right? Right? We're looking it up. Rolling Stones. Get more info. Lyrics. Wait, what's the... No. You can't always get what you want. But if you try sometimes, you'll find you get what you need. That is what happened to us. That is what happened. Nope. Nope, we're not going to do it. We're going to stay disciplined. We're going to stay disciplined. We're waiting for a better hand than that. Staying disciplined. Look at that, you would have lost. You would have lost. My brain is enormous. Despite what some may say. Oh, Jack. All right, boys, we're going all in again. Way out of position. We're doing it. Oh God, he's gonna call. All right. We just made a little bit of free money. A little bit. A little bit. Again, we have nobody covered because of course we don't. One big, we'll call it. Jack.
Oh, terrible.
Terrible. Horrible. No good. Very bad. Terrible, horrible, no good, very bad. $10-9 off? Good, maybe? Good enough to limp? You fucker. He's gonna, yep. Back down to 5 big blinds, ladies and gentlemen. Back down to second to last place. We have suited connectors. No matter what we do, they're gonna call. We're gonna fold them. We've got a couple more positions before the big blind comes back to us. Small itty bitty chance we get better cards than this before then. That was a good fold. Aye, we're just hanging on for dear life over here. I mean, for what? Again, for what? Do we even want to be alive? I'd argue no. It's 10:38. You know it sounds nice, sleep. But this is what you have to do to be on the grind set. Because I'm a grinder on the grind set. Oh, no, move me tables. That was good. I didn't like that table. That was a smart call. Let's move me. God dang it. Nope. Next hand, we're going to be on the big blind. We're going to be forced to play one big blind anyway. So fingers crossed, it's good. Oh, we should have just... God. I mean, hindsight's 2020. Would have been nice, though. Would have been nice. We could have tripled up. We would have had $15 by now. Could have had 15. We're at 5. It's whatevs. I'm over it. It doesn't even bother me. I'm over it. Me bothered? Get out of here. Never get bothered. Nothing bothers me. Like a steel heart. Steel trap my body. Heart is impervious to emotion. God! We're doing it. Let's see some spades. Let's see some spades. Spade, spade, spade. 2 spades! We need one more. We need one more spade. We need one more spade. Give me a spade. Give me one more spade. One more spade. One more spade. Poquito, one more spade. Oh, we're not gonna get another spade. He has 2 of them. Oh my God, we did it! It's a miracle! It's a miracle! Ah! I don't want to live anymore! Let me die! Ah! This hospital, it's got me on life support! Got me on life support! I have a little DNR necklace. It didn't matter. They didn't care. They revived me anyway. Ah! Let me go! Let me go! I've got stage 19 cancer. All my hair is falling out. My bones are broken. My dick doesn't work. And modern medicine's just keeping me alive. For what? I don't know. For what? I don't know. Wow. Jack said you beat the whole way and then hit you with a straight just to rub it in. I'm telling you, man, I play world class. World class. Extremely small stack poker. When my back is against the wall and I have $2 to my name, somehow I find a way to stay alive over and over and over and over and over again. And I don't know how. Like, this feels like something I just want to fold. There's a baby chance I get it through, but it doesn't seem worth it. Actually, with this many callers, that many callers, it might have been worth it, actually. The implied odds are pretty good. Ooh, this guy had 2 pair. 2 pair on the flop. What a nailed flop that was. Ace 10. It's pretty good. Suited. Suited. See, here's the problem. When you have this amount of money, I'm trying to say stack less. When you have so little money left, when you get dealt a decent hand, but not a perfect hand, like Ace 10 suited, it makes you absolutely sick to your stomach. Because you have to play it. You have no choice. You just have to. But you know you're probably going to get kicked out. You know you're probably going to lose. But you have to play it. You don't have a choice. You can't fold Ace 10. Jesus Christ. We're going all in, kids. We're going all in. Again. No queen. No queen. From the depths of hell. From the depths of hell. We have climbed out of this. Now we're middle of the pack. We're 62 out of 115. We're middle. We're mid. Now here's the problem. We haven't kicked out anybody. So getting this far, like just trudging along like we have, is kind of meaningless. Because only the top 36 people so far, it'll be slightly bigger than that. Because there's still 20 minutes for people to join in. And the more people who join, the more people get in the money. But let's say we're gonna have to get into the top 40 in order to make any money if we don't eliminate anybody. We're probably not getting there. Even though we're here, we've gotten some good luck. The odds of that luck continuing is slim. So we really need to just eliminate somebody. That's kind of our only hope to make any money right now. I mean, earlier I was saying the stream isn't interesting. All of a sudden, the stream's gotten interesting. There's been stuff to see. Stuff has happened. No, we're not calling it 25% of our. I gotta pee so bad. When is our next break? I feel like it's been a while. We had a break right at the beginning, again, like we always do. God! I don't like ace 2. I really don't like that hand. He shoved. I would have been forced to shove. I wouldn't have wanted to. Would have been forced to. Probably being beat by both of those guys. Oh, maybe not. Oh, definitely. No heart. And trip nines. And full house. Yes. That's a good fold. I'm making good folds. They just keep giving me aces with the smallest kicker. What a waste of an ace. Unless the rivers are 4. That was a good fold. 3 pair of 3s is not going to be enough. That was a good fold. I gotta pee so... Ooh, flush. I gotta pee so bad. So bad. and I don't know when the next break is. I feel like it's got to be soon. There's always a little bit of a break at the when late registration ends, so 15 minutes. I wish they showed on here when the breaks would be. They don't show you on here. It's kind of weird that way. Whoa, ace, king, jacks, ace, jack, sixes. Does ace, king take it down? No, sixes would have taken it down. Ace, four, I didn't even see him there. What an insane hand. Jeez Louise. Okay. We have hope to make money at this table. This guy's... Oh, he's sitting out. Okay, well, if he's sitting out, then we're not going to stack him because he's never going to go all in. But this guy could. This guy could. He's got 6 big blinds. Chance to make money here. Small chance. So you're telling me there's a chance. Man, for like 2 minutes, we had a viewer hop on here. And then he left because nothing was happening, which is understandable. This guy has no idea. He's got no idea what we've been through. No idea what led us to being 62nd place out of 112 people remaining. No idea. The trials, the tribulations that we've been through. See, the miracle that we're really hoping for is that we get a good hand, and at the same time, PR Pirate, those are terrible numbers. So this basically tells me right here, our numbers are pretty bad. His numbers are way worse. Voluntary put in pot at 11%. Pre-flop raises at 8%. So he's literally one time out of 45 hands. No, that's not right. Three times? 4 times. 3 or 4 times. Depending on how it's rounding. He has put in money before the pot. Or before the flop. So he basically never does. So we need to hope that we get a good hand, and at the same time, he gets a hand good enough to go all in before the flop, and we can call. And also hope that everybody else folds. That's pretty much the only way we're making money at this point. Don't do it now, because I have a terrible... Damn it! Damn it! God! I can't call that. But that would have been our only hope to make money. You gotta call, bro. It's 4 more big blinds. You can make $12. Even if your hand is ass, you gotta just call. What are you doing? That's like free real estate. Oh, break? Break. I'm gonna pee. I am going to get water. We're gonna come back to this thing. And hopefully we will make some money. This cost $55 to buy in. We're not getting $55 back. I've just accepted that. But, if we can knock this guy out, honestly, if we can knock out Strom Dog, we have more money than Strom Dog. He's on our right. Look at the bounty on him. $31.25. Maybe there is a very small hope that we get our money back. Maybe there's a very small hope. Be back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I don't want to give you guys hope because I don't want to give myself hope. But we're alive. We're alive. I guess. Ay, ay, ay. What a tournament so far, man. What a tournament. What a tournament. We're back. We're back, kids. We're back. We're back. Lock in. Lock in. We're back. Strom Dog is in. We got to get in. I mean, just the odds here of winning $31. We have to be in. Ace 9. Oof. It's really unfortunate, but we can't call that. We can't call that. Now he has more money than us. So we can't knock him out immediately. Another ace-9 offsuit. Dude, the amount of aces that we've gotten offsuit with a crappy kicker that doesn't play is insane. Is insane. Really putting us to the test. Can't do it. Can't do it. I can't do it. Ah! Gosh! Dude. The amount of hands that it's giving me that are good, but not great, but good. Good enough to get me to play one big blind. But not good enough to shove is excruciating. Excruciating. This guy's highly incentivized to shove. He could stack both of us in theory and win like $40. A queen gives me a straight. That's kind of the only hope I have of taking this hand down. Queen, nope. Nope. God, why are you giving Strong Dog more money, man? Don't give him more money. We want to have the ability to kick him out. And by you giving him more money, we lose that ability. Is this another ace crap kicker offsuit? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Give me a diamond. Give me a diamond. Give me a diamond. Oh, God. Go all in. Couldn't win anything from him there. We wanted to win a little bit so that we could have a bigger stack than him. Another offsuit ace. This is like 10 in a row. This guy's disconnected, so if you don't bet, I'm just gonna. Okay, here we go. Something different. Is it something good? No, but it's something different. Sometimes different is what you need, you know? Sometimes it doesn't matter if it's good. You just need something different. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm delusional. I've been awake since like 5 a.m. Been playing poker most of the day. My brain, it did not work anymore. It did not work. It did not work anymore. No more does it work. No more. It did not work anymore. It did not work anymore. Okay, last couple people here are buying in. Who's buying in at this stage? I don't know. Because I feel like you kind of have to be an idiot. Because when you're buying in at level 14, 15 really, it means you're buying in with like 8 big blinds, 8.5 big blinds. So you're paying the same amount. You're paying $55. Yes, to come in towards the later stages of the tournament, but like one bad hand and you're gone. So I don't really understand why people do that. But as we can see, people are doing it. We're watching in real time as people are joining. Pocket Kiggities! Pocket Kiggities! Oh, he's all in! He's all in! Okay. Oh, this could be it, kids. This could be it. No ace. Fuck! We're still alive. Oh, this guy has 1 big blind left. Yeah, that's $31 if we win this hand. So we have to, everybody's calling. Everybody's calling. Everybody's calling. Because why wouldn't you? Shit. And he's shoving to get us off our hand. He's gonna shove too. Our hand is garbage, but if we make it there, we make so much money off of it that we have to play it. 4? No. A 4 was the only hand that we were gonna, only card that we were gonna see that was gonna be good. Yeah. In a situation like that, like it's, you know you're gonna lose, but even if your odds of winning are like 10%, which is probably what I would put that at, you're making so much money from that that you just have to. And now we have to. King 4 versus Jack 2. We're safe. We live another day. Wow. Again. We come to the brink, and we just won't die. How we got here to this point with this much money. We have to get to 43 people remaining in order to make any money from the tournament. Oh God, give me a tiny pocket pair. Even if everybody folds, if I call, he's gonna shove. It's like I can see the future. It's like I can see the future. I can't get myself to do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Oh, and you would have won. And you would have won. Oh, and you would have won. That would have been so huge. Oh, it would have been so huge. But I haven't made a set with my pocket pairs all day. All day. It's been like not hundreds. It's been dozens of pocket pairs, and I haven't made a set all day. And that was the one. That was the one. If you just had balls, Kobe. If you just had balls. Oh, and you put me to the test again. The same thing is going to happen here. The exact same thing as last time. I was really hoping he would go all in. He's highly incentivized to bet like $6. Again, I can't do it. What do you have? You don't beat anything. Gosh. Oh, okay. This one we have to go all in. This we have no choice. We have to. Tens, you really do. Fours, you can debate it. Sixes, you can debate it. Tens, it's too good. Someone's gonna call. He's gonna call. He's gonna call. Here it is. No queen. 10! We flop a full house. Okay. Okay, baby. We live another day. We just refuse to die. Refuse. I'm absolutely flabbergasted. We refuse to die. Ah, that was one of our opportunities. Oh, nice. Nice. No 4. Nice. He's still alive. All right. He has more money now, but he's still alive. We have a chance to knock him out at some point. Next turn, this guy's going all in no matter what. He's going to be forced to. So, dang it. I was hoping he would ride out one more turn, so that way we could try to get both of them on one hand. That's $18 right there. Threes. Hold. No ace, no king, no jack. Damn. 3. Damn. Good run, Mikini. Good run. Good run. All right. Is he not all in? Oh my gosh, he must have like the tiniest amount of money left. Yeah, we're folding. This guy must have the tiniest amount of money left. 40 chips. 40 chips. Yeah. Okay, now he's going all in. Please have a good hand. Please have a good hand. This is worth $12. Dang it. And you're going to get a lot of people calling.
because you have an all-in here who's not playing. Or nobody, because they're just idiots. Okay, that's free money. If you win, but it's free money. Oh boy. I thought about going all in, but couldn't do it. Yeah. He would have called me if I did anyway. There you go, you knocked him out, sir. Well played, well played. Man, we're surviving, but we're not making any money. We're just drawing this out. You have to get to 43 in order to make money. We're at 76. We're just drawing this out until the last second. We've played another hour. Nothing to show for it. We're alive. We're alive. Nothing to show for it. $0. What an insane tournament, dude. What an insane tournament this has been. Nice. You're still alive, kid. We like to see people staying alive. Gives me a chance to knock him out at some point. Boy. Boy, boy, boy. One second. Okay. Can you guys still hear me? Hopefully I didn't blow out the microphone by holding that. I didn't really think about that. Whoops. Wow, 8s versus Jacks. Jacks takes it. Oh, okay. He's to our left with $2. Gosh darn it. He's going all in. No matter what. He's going all in. And I just can't justify putting in any money. Our hand is awful. What a shame. He folds! Okay! Okay. Normally when somebody has this few big blinds left, they kind of just throw in the towel and they say screw it. And they don't really care even if it's bad. They just kind of give up. Which honestly could have been us. You could argue should have been us a long time ago. We should have just given up. But somehow we are 3.5 hours into the stream and we're alive. Somehow. Can't explain it. Don't know why. Makes no sense. How we're still here. Shouldn't be. Don't want to be. Don't like it. Don't need it. Wish it was different. Wish we were in first place or dead. But here we are. Offsuit ace. The bane of my existence. Oh, dang. I only called because I thought you were going to get in the pot. No, I'm not going to do it.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna hold out because I'm trying to stack this guy over here. Trying to get something. You better not. You better not. Fuck! No! No! Come on, man! Come on, man! You've been folding this whole time. You've been folding and folding and folding. And I chose the one hand. The one hand, you know what? The one hand, you know what? What did you have? What did you have? Tell me I wasn't gonna beat you anyway. He's not eliminated, and I wasn't gonna beat him anyway. Actually, my brain is huge. No, you moved me tables! No! No! Why did you move me tables? I guess, man. This is it, guys. This is it. Let's go to bed. This is gonna be it. Oh my god. Heart, heart, heart. Okay, this is it. Have a good night, guys. Wow. What a waste of time. What a waste of 3 hours. Long tournament. Good night. Good night.